Alright, with 2.4 just being about a week away, and with the update coming the new form, Imaginary Hunt March 7th, she's obviously going to be needing her own materials to get up her traces and such. And so today I'm here with the pre-farm guide. This pre-farm guide is going to act like you just have a level 1 March. So I'm still going to talk about the credits amount, going to talk about the books, and all the general materials you do need. And so yeah, if you already have your March 7th leveled, you won't have to worry about that because they don't reset level, it just resets traces and such like that. So if you already do have it leveled, you don't have to worry about the Stagger Shadow material, you don't have to worry about the books, the credits for that. And so definitely keep that in mind. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Before I get to the video, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this, and let's get straight into it. So starting off with the general materials you need, first credit-wise, you do need about 3.2 million. Books-wise, you need about 290 purple books. And then since she is a 4-star for Tracks of Destiny, she will be using 5 Tracks of Destiny. But the common material you'll need is going to be these ones right here, and most people will probably have enough of these because longer time players, I should say. But if you don't, you can definitely get these easily. But if you've just been doing your assignments, then you have a bunch of these. And for a total, you need 40 of the green ones, you need a total of 55 of the blue ones, and you need a total of 54 of the purple ones. So again, if you don't have that, you can knock that out right away, but most people will definitely already have that. For the Stagger Shadow material, as I mentioned, she is still just a base March, is going to be the same level. She's going to use the Horn of Snow right here, and if you do not have your March level, she needs a total of 50 of these. But if you already have your March level, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you don't have to worry about that. But if you don't, you do need a total of 50 of these, so I would definitely get that out of the way. And I would go ahead and level her now because you're able to at least level her, just so you have the levels done for when the new one comes out. But for what everyone is going to need to farm is the new hunt materials right here as she shifts path to hunt. She will be using the ones for the Petacody one. So don't farm these ones, make sure you farm these ones because obviously you don't want to get the wrong ones. But in terms of the amounts, you do need a total of 12 of the green ones, 54 of the blue ones, and 105 of the purple ones. If you don't have much of this, there's not much time, so I definitely recommend grinding these as soon as possible because traces are a pain. For the Echo of War material, she will be using from Destruction's Beginning, will be using the Destroyer's Final Road. You need a total of 12 of these for her traces. And now for some relic recommendations for this March. There's a few you can actually do because she is in this role where she does do damage, but she's also sort of like this semi-support. But for the main part, you do want to have damage sets on her, just because she herself is going to be dealing damage. So building her with damage is definitely going to be the play. So with that, there's actually a few options, and the first one I actually want to list out is 4-piece on Musketeers. The 12% attack increase is going to be nice, and also getting a 6% speed increase, which this March 7th also does want speed, but also for the fact that the basic attack damage increases by 10%, and that is her main source of damage. She does have the enhanced basic attack, which will be getting buffed by this. So 4-piece Musketeers is actually a really good option. But you can also do something like 2-piece Musketeers or 2-piece of the Dot set because same thing applies with the Windsor set. They're all 12% attack increase, and you can combine that with something like 2-piece Imaginary because she does deal imaginary damage, so she will get the 2-piece of the imaginary damage bonus. And I don't recommend getting the 4-piece because she herself, from memory, cannot inflict a debuff, so you need another debuffer for this, and you're not always going to be attacking imprisoned enemies. So while the 4-piece might seem very appealing, it's not going to be the best for her, and you're better off just running something like the 2-piece of that, and then 2-piece Musketeers are one of the other ones that give attack percent, or I think 4-piece Musketeers is going to be the best one. So if you do just have some of these pieces laying around, you can definitely get on that. As we do see, we still do have double rewards, so you could use that to at least get a usable set. Maybe not go too crazy just in case there's something else that is like, oh, this is the best set to use. So getting something like 2-piece Musketeers or the other ones plus 2-piece Imaginary is the safest bet because it's going to just benefit overall. The attack percent is beneficial and the imaginary damage is beneficial. And then the 4-piece Musketeers itself is going to be really good because everything here benefits her, and again, her main source of damage is going to be the enhanced basic attack, and so this buffing it is going to be really good. As for Planet Ornaments, Rudolita Arena is going to be really good on her, giving her 8% crit rate, and if you can hit the 70% crit rate threshold, you get a basic attack and skill damage increased by 20%. The skill damage is whatever, but as I mentioned previously multiple times now, her main source is going to be the enhanced basic attack, so getting a 20% increase to basic attack damage is going to be really, really good. And another one that's kind of situational, if you are running her with another hunter character such as Topaz or Ratio, you can actually use the Easable set. The 12% attack, again, is helpful, and then getting a 12% increase to crit rate is also very nice. But again, as it does say, you need someone else on the same path, so if you're not using someone that is on the path of hunt, then this kind of becomes useless. So once again, I would only recommend using this if you are pairing it with someone like Ratio or Topaz or just another hunt character. If you're able to hit the speed thresholds, Glamoth is going to be really good because we know 160 speed Glamoth is practically the best value for damage you can get off a set. So depending on the team and depending on your march of speed, if you're able to hit these thresholds, then this is good. Even at 135, this is going to be good. The 12% damage dealt plus 12% attack is going to be nice. But if you're able to get 160, it probably becomes one of our best ones. And so if you're able to hit two of these, which 135, very easy to do. And if you're able to hit 160, all the better. So Glamoth is going to be another option you can use. And then everyone's favorite Space Sailing Station, if you just have some of these laying around, will also be fine because pretty much a 24% attack increase just by having 120 speed or higher, which is very, very easy. You get that by just having speed boots anyways. So just getting the extra 24% attack is helpful, but obviously this is the lowest priority. But if you do have good pieces laying around, it doesn't hurt to use it. And so yeah, that is practically all you need to know for the March guide. So pretty much quick reiteration, credits wise you do need about 3.2 million. Books wise you need about 290 purple books. Tracks of Destiny you need about 5. For the common material should be using these ones right here. You need a total of 40 of the green ones, 55 of the blue ones, and 54 of the purple ones. If you haven't leveled your March, she's going to be using the Horn of Stone just like how the regular one uses it, so we'll definitely knock this out the way and level her now, just because the level would carry over, and you do need a total of 50 of these ones. For the Trace Calyx material, she will be using the Pentaconi ones down here, so you do need a total of 12 of the green ones, 54 of the blue ones, and 105 of the purple ones. So the moment your March is leveled, I would definitely get on this right away because again, Traces can take a bit of time and there's not much time until she is out. For the Echo of War, she'll be using the Destruction Beginning, the Destroyer's Final Road. You need a total of 12 of this to max out her Traces. For some Relic set recommendations, once again, Force Piece Musketeers is going to be good on her for her main source of enhanced basic attack damage. Increase there, speed increase which is going to be beneficial, and attack percent increase is going to be beneficial. Or you could take that, or one of the other ones that buff attack percent as well, and combine them with 2-piece Imaginary because she also does deal imaginary damage. So that is another fine option, but I would definitely recommend waiting at least until she is out so people have a general consensus to which one is the best one if you do want the best set for your March. But combining those for a 2-piece or 4-piece Musketeers is completely safe. And then for the ornaments, really good one since her main damage source is the basic attack is Ruled Arena, giving you a 20% basic attack and skill damage increase, but you ignore the skill, but mainly the basic attack. What do you do have 70% crit rate or higher, and it also does increase the crit rate by 8%. Izuma set is another good one, again if you are only running another hunt character, otherwise the second effect does not play through. So if you are running another hunt character, this can be good if you have pieces. If you have enough speed, Glamoth can become one of the best ones because we do know Glamoth becomes one of the best sets for every DPS, pretty much. If they are able to hit the speed threshold, so 135 is going to be really good. And then at 160 is probably going to be the best. But again, 135 alone is going to be really good, and then 160 all the better. And if you do just have pieces laying around, you can use Space Sailing Station for the 24% attack increase when you do have 120 speed or higher. And so yeah, that is the pre-farm guide for March. Let me know if you guys would be farming for her, if you guys would be using for her, because I do want to pre-farm for her, but I already hit the pre-farm for Yunli Traces, so the time needed is sort of rough. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pre-farm her, but I've tried my best. But yeah, once again, let me know if you guys will be building her, what you're going to be doing, and yep, hope you found the guide helpful. Peace out.